Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. And today we are bringing it to you live from Tokyo, Japan, here at Studie AG. Somebody that we are super excited to be partnered with here at Tokyo Auto Salon. And as you can see, they're closed today. However, they're giving us special access as there's something special behind these doors. Now, if you haven't been here to Studie, you'll notice that they have a ton of BMW memorabilia and parts as well. Of course, that's why most people come here. Now, let me talk to you about one vehicle that they have that is absolutely gorgeous, and that is this BMW 3.0 CSL. One of 50, I think this is number 15, and it's Bob's personal vehicle and something that's absolutely amazing. I mean, just looking at it, seeing the center lock wheels, super light M performance, carbon fiber bucket seats, non-adjustable, and of course in the back, we've got a rear seat delete that will actually hold your helmet if you're ever gonna take this to the track. We've got an M4 CSL. As you guys know, we see these in the States. It is still a very special vehicle, something not to be just ignored. You'll notice they have different trinkets. I see that we have golden wrench caps. Mario, I see you. JQ works. Lawrence, I'm so glad to see your products here in Japan. Beautiful set of BBS wheels to be displayed. Really crazy to see some Adams polishes. As you guys know, they were our neighbor. All right, so as we step into the workshop here at Studie AG, we have a special partner project and a car that we're going to be hosting in our booth this year at Tokyo Auto Salon 2026, and that's Mr. Dino DC's M4 convertible. Now, there's some things that are a little bit different. Of course, it has its own taste. I love these polished TEs, absolutely killer. But we have the new version 2 carbon fiber hood. It's been painted in alpine white, the version 2 front bumper and lip, side skirts and rear diffuser, and it's actually the first in the world on a convertible. So really neat to see that. I can't wait to catch up with Dino at Tokyo Auto Salon. Make our way through the BMW maze here. Right over here, we have the BMW Z8 wide body on PBS LMs. Absolutely insane. If you didn't know about the Z8, the rear taillights are super thin, and they're actually neon technology, just like you'd see in an open sign at a convenience store. That's something that's super neat, but man, this car is just absolutely to die for. Now, as we continue through the workshop here at Studie, don't mind it, it's a little bit cramped, but of course they're closed, so all the cars had to be protected indoors. But under the cover back here, an M4 GT3, I don't know, let's take a peek. I think you guys might be familiar with that color. And there she is, guys. This is the California Special M4 wide body that we just unveiled in Irvine, California. The car that you guys have known all around the internet. And we are so incredibly proud to be able to host this vehicle here at Tokyo Auto Salon 2026. It's very neat to be able to have this and have great partners just like Studie to be able to bring this car all the way across the world, fly her first class. It's just mind-blowing to me. Back here, we also have an M4 GT3. Absolutely special builds here. This is just, I don't know, I can't even wrap my brain around it. Carbon fiber, everything. Huge wing, max downforce, slicks, center locks. It is the whole works. If you guys are ever in the Tokyo or in the Yokohama area, I highly urge you guys to stop by Studie AG, come say hi, pick up something, pick up some ADRO parts, or come take a look at the amazing vehicles that they have, as these guys are master craftsmen when it comes to BMW. So let's go ahead and continue our travels here in Japan, and we'll catch up with you guys on the next.
It's literally freezing out here.
Good morning, guys. It is currently about 7 a.m. We are in beautiful Azusa Canyons, grabbing some shots of our M2. We got Kev taking some photos over here, and just look at how good this thing looks. It is very cold right now. We are shivering, but we got a nice sunrise going on. We got a beautiful subject. Might as well make some good content. We got Kev standing over there, the drone, just getting some last minute aerial shots, and then we can get out of here because
My hands are freezing. What are you working on here, Davis?
I'm working on a 99 2.2 GT3. So everything starts sketch.
That looks so cool.
It's really complicated because sketch is one thing, but executing it is very different. This guy with the ducts, and I quickly realized that it doesn't work with the inner structure. This kind of idea where it all started to happen, and then I refined it a little bit into this. I thought it was just a carbon fiber right there. This is plastic and that's carbon. You only see this part.
The carbon.
Yeah. You think it might be really easy to just take this off and create a new design, but there's so many things that go behind it. I'm working on the hood and the fender simultaneously because you can't just the front lip and the air ducts and call it a day. Everything has to be harmonized. All the air comes from the front and it goes out over there, so it creates a front downforce. That we can't really change. So this carbon fiber hood, we have to make it to work around the ducts. I'm also working on the rear diffuser. For me, it looks very tame. Like, it doesn't come out that much. I wanted to develop it a bit more aggressive, but at the same time, not hurting the heritage of the Porsche. After I'm done with the overall theme, I'm gonna send this to Scott. He's our chief aerodynamicist in ADRO. He's gonna analyze all the parts to get the right balance of the aero between the front and the rear. Also, it gets way more complicated when the wing is involved. Fortunately, you won't be able to see this on the camera, but with the goggle on, the car is actually a 1-to-1 scale. The lip is maybe coming out too much in real life. To my eyes on the goggle, it was about 5 millimeters out too much. I'm gonna modify that here. You see the numbers?
Oh yeah.
I think I can go in about 5 millimeters more. And then import this into visualization again, and then see it with the goggle again. So it's a lot of time consuming project. It's not just one and done deal, but it's definitely worth it to make a car like a Porsche, because every single millimeter counts.
All right, guys. Well, the next stop on our Japan trip is out here in Gunma, and as you can see, we're here at Moontech, world-renowned builder for some beautiful cars. As you guys saw in SEMA this last year, he brought out the Supra wide body that was absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on in here. We have one special car all the way in the back. Small shop, tiny but mighty, Mr. Hikaru himself. He does an absolute amazing job and is a master craftsman. But we've got the Porsche GT3 RS. Yeah. Yes, and then over here, G80 wagon. Back here, what we're extremely excited about is the ADRO ARD, so ADRO Racing Division, Mark V Supra. You guys have seen this car. It's gone through some very many renditions. See, you guys know about our ATP1 swan neck wing. And of course, our wide body program. On the front is where we've made some major changes, where we have this beautiful and aggressive racing diffuser brought to you by us here at ADRO. So this thing is super stout. The entire vehicle actually has an increase of over 2,000% downforce increase. So this is something to keep a lookout if you're at Tokyo Auto Salon. If you're seeing this, it's already after Auto Salon, but really excited. Some last bits getting buttoned up on this vehicle before it gets down to the convention center. So inside the workshop, car after my own heart, Mr. Hikaru's personal F80 M3 that they're buttoning up for Auto Salon with some really cool OZ racing wheels, the thing's dialed. It's sponsored by Meguiar's. Of course, it's very similar to my F80 build, where it's got the CSF charge air cooler, Venturi intakes. You know, some of the greatest partners that you guys know from all over the world, you'll be able to find that right on this vehicle. We have another GT3 RS. It's like they're breeding here. This one's on some beautiful Dimag carbon fiber wheels. So let's go ahead and go outside and show you the special project that we've been working on, and another vehicle that's going to be in our booth at Tokyo Auto Salon. So as you guys know, we've been working on a few different platforms for the facelift front bumpers that Davis has meticulously worked over, and this car right behind me is absolutely amazing. So this is our brand new GR86 wide body kit with the facelift bumper and the ATM3 Motorsport wing. Hikaru and his team has helped us to polish out the vehicle, and I mean, this whole thing just looks so incredibly amazing. It's sitting on plume suspension. It's got Alpha Rex taillights, Renown wheel, some super cool Moontech racing harnesses as well. So this is a really, really neat vehicle to have Moontech and ADRO host here at this year's 2026 Tokyo Auto Salon. If you guys are ever in the Gunma area, the place where Initial D was filmed and founded, this is a really cool place to stop by and see some true JDM legends being built here.
So if you guys have been following our social channels, you guys know that we just released this brand new bumper for the G8X platform. We're gonna go over some of the new features about it and why we designed it the way that we did. And who better to talk about that than the man himself, Davis.
Yes, today I'm gonna explain about why we designed the ADRO bumper V2 like this. Obviously, you guys all know 3 years ago, we came up with the first G8X platform facelift bumper. And now we're coming up with the V2. We wanted to actually show the M3, M4 drivers how a smaller grille will look on this car. Everybody was making fun of the Beaver grille. It was so tall, it was so big. Also our V1, it was not on the smaller side, it was pretty big. This car doesn't have it, but the ACC radar was right here. So our V1 grille had to become bigger just to make it work. Seeing it for a little over 2 years, we thought there could be a solution of making the grille smaller and also complementing the ACC radar. First of all, when we designed the G82 bumper, everything was based off of the G82 M4. And obviously, it shares the same front, but the G82 and the G80 is a different car. We wanted to really focus on the G80 M3. So all the clay work, all the development, we worked with a G80 M3. We actually lowered the top of the grille a little bit more. The grille that was this vertically long, we made it a bit more shorter. And that, it looks really good from the front, but what I really want to emphasize is the side view. So I mentioned before, but this grille was inspired by one of my favorite concept cars from BMW, the 2002 Homage concept. The silhouette goes in from the side view, and then it goes out. So it creates a huge snout. And not only does it look classic, but it looks super aggressive in a more gentle way. You gotta remember that the M3 is a wider brother of the 3 Series. The fenders are 25 millimeters wider on each side on the M3. I took the black part as farthest out as possible to make it that really wide look from the front. Also, because it's too wide, we gave this element of an air duct. We managed to connect it with the original air duct of the G8X platform, so all the airflow goes into the cooling. Also, many people ask, why is this so open? You see that beaver teeth in there? So we had to hide it somehow. So that's why we came up with this mesh. In real life, it's not just a 2-dimensional mesh. We try to keep this line that flows from here, so it goes to the side and then it has a little bit of a kink. This car has the option of a radar right here, and some cars don't. We showed you the one without the ACC radar, but we have a plan for you. We will be providing a secondary mesh in the package, so the cars that have the ACC radar, you can put it right here. Aftermarket companies don't usually do, but it's hidden in here. But we came up with our own shock absorbing foam right in here. This is made by us, and the reason why we made it, because we couldn't cater this design to the original foam, so we actually made a foam ourselves. Many people ask about the hood. So this is all carbon fiber hood. What we tried to do was to emphasize this line all the way to the rear. Put the air outlets on the side as far as possible to the outboard, so the hood does not only look long, but it looks really wide. Inside, you can see all the exposed carbon. It's in matte finish, and all the Kevlar to complement this gentleman look. This carbon fiber piece protrudes out way more and it's lower. It's very subtle, but you can see a lot of shape in there. We came up with a new spoiler that is a dual element wing. When there's a lot of kick in the spoiler, you want to have a dual element, which the air goes in here and then captures the flow from the bottom of the spoiler. So it does not only look good, but it's functional, which I think is the best form of design. Also, we came up with this diffuser. It comes out a lot and it's not aggressive. Again, as I mentioned, it's not in your face, but it's very subtle. It's very OEM plus. Small diffuser like this, you have to celebrate the exhaust pipes. So we wanted to make this exhaust pipe opening as protruding as much as possible and give it that sporty look.
So if somebody wanted to buy this kit, where do they go?
Oh, you go to ADRO.com or you contact ADRO Davis on Instagram.